deal. Today, high temperatures in the 60s. Starting tomorrow, highs in the 50s for the next 6 days. And then comes the major change. Arctic blast arriving Thursday the 22nd, 1 week from today. We may well be in a situation where it's warm early and then temps fall fast and fall hard. I will tell you it's looking cold for Christmas weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it's also looking dry, in case you're wondering. All right, lows could be as cold as the 20s by then. Also, with each of these pushes of cold air, we'll get a resurgence of cedar. Today, our third straight day with cedar in the high range. Outside right now, it's 50 in Austin after a chilly start of 36 degrees. We've already got 39 at the airport now, 39 in Fredericksburg. It's fair game that as cloud cover tries to increase through the overnight, as long as we stay clear and calm, there will still be some spots that flirt with freezing once again. In Austin, I'm forecasting 39. Here's the weak front. It's going to push down to the south slowly but surely, shift our winds to the north, and then a disturbance pushes through tomorrow. Hey, long time no talk. What's up? Hope you all are doing well on a Thursday night as we look ahead to, well, not just, I was about to say summer vacation, not just Christmas vacation, but also as we look ahead to winter. Winter solstice arrives on Wednesday, and not long after, the Arctic blast filters its way in here. So welcome, I'm Chickage, and I know I haven't been very consistent with doing Chicks Chats because, well, more than anything, I've just been trying to get more sleep than usual. So here we go. Welcome, and as you can see, the temperatures, well, they are quite chilly for the next 7 days. And that is going to lead into what could be the coldest of all coming in 1 week from Friday. That's December 23rd, when I'm forecasting high temperatures only in the 30s. All right, so you can see the 7-day forecast. Hopefully you were able to hear me okay as well. Let me just confirm. I want to make sure. Yes, it looks like the audio is indeed working, which is great news. Okay, so what to expect day by day. As we work our way through the overnight, Thursday night into Friday morning, we should see clear skies, which could allow for a few spots to tiptoe close to freezing, not quite as cold as what we woke to on Thursday morning. Then we'll see northerly winds kind of reinforce themselves on Friday. Clouds quickly rush in, and can't rule out a spotty shower, but more than likely Friday will be a dry but cold and cloudy day with high temperatures only in the 50s. Fast forward to Saturday. I've been watching this all week long with the potential Frankie, two things. You say high-end tacos. Okay. So all week long I've been watching Saturday morning because at one point about a week ago, computer models were starting to get really wonky with the possibility of some wintry mix in the hill country. So I'd been watching that like a hawk all week long. And it was always kind of there, but then now it's looking more likely that any of the moisture will be Friday night and probably gone by Saturday morning. So by the time temperatures would be cold enough, that moisture is not there anymore. So I've pulled the plug on that. And in fact, I've pulled the plug on rain chances in general for Saturday as well. Saturday night into Sunday morning, we are now expecting clear skies. That could mean we get precariously close to a freeze even in Austin. Because here's the thing, although most spots and outlying areas have already seen the first freeze, Austin has not. Coldest we've had was back in November. It was 35 degrees. So I'm forecasting 33 on Sunday. Then we see another system come in on Monday. It will be warm enough that it's all rain, but a good chance that we see some showers and some isolated storms. Rainfall totals could be possibly as high as an inch out toward Highway 77, less and very little, if at all, along areas to the west of the hill country. Then we see one weak front, well, I say weak front, reinforcing front on Tuesday, and then the big Arctic blast barrels in on Thursday. So in between the winter solstice, officially at 3:48 p.m. on Wednesday. All right, so here is the deal. We do expect an Arctic outbreak to come in here, and every day will be cold, but some days will be colder than others. So the next 6 days, high temperatures in the 50s. The Arctic blast really starts to nudge into our area on Thursday the 22nd. Timing's still not totally set in stone. Some computer models don't bring it really in until Thursday night. Others bring it in first thing Thursday morning. So there's going to have to be some, a close eye kept on that because that will make a difference for temperatures. Dry though, I'm not expecting any wintry precipitation. Renee, what's going on? Long time no talk. Hope you're doing great. Happy holidays. Dry Christmas weekend is upon us. At one point, and I'm sure some rumbles, like even my husband was telling me, he's like, hey, I saw this on Facebook. Is there going to be snow? And I was like, no, there was one computer model run that got really excited about snow chances close to Christmas, I should say. But it was just one computer model run, and you don't rely on one specific run. You have to look at the trend, you have to look at all the other stuff. So anyway, even my husband saw on social media that people were talking about it. As it stands right now, and this could change, it looks like it's going to be dry. So the coldest air coming in Friday the 23rd through December 25th, Christmas, and it looks cold and dry. We're probably to see highs in the 30s or maybe low 40s, lows in the 20s. It's going to be cold. Joe, what's going on? Renee says it has been a while. Yes, indeed it has. I just call me Slacker McSlackerton. I've been doing things like running marathons instead of chicks chats, and driving all over town. Oh man, last weekend was crazy. I did 2 round trips to College Station. I ran a marathon and then I went to work. It was nuts. And I did a weather story. Seriously, I stay way too busy. Can I confess something to you guys? I am the worst, like, I'm not a Grinch, but I may as well feel like a Grinch. We have not even put up our Christmas tree yet because I've been so busy and because it takes so much work. All of our stuff is up in the garage, up on a rack, and like there's boxes, and I have to pull the car out of the garage to get up on a ladder. I mean, there's just so many things, and everyone else is probably like, "Yeah, we did that over Thanksgiving week." I know. Well, we still haven't put our tree up. I've been so busy, so I'm looking forward to actually doing Christmassy things. We'll make it work. But yes, it has been a long time, and I'm glad to quickly inform you of where things stand. If you have cedar fever, you probably don't even need this message, which is, yeah, cedar's here. The image right here behind you where you can see these big pollen cones, that was on my run a couple of days ago. The pollen is here, and what's interesting is there's more of it that's going to be affecting us from up in North Texas. So every time we have one of these cold fronts push through, it's actually blowing in more pollen from up toward the north and toward the west. And eventually our pollen will get ripe and ready, and it too will explode. And that typically happens, usually Christmas week to early January is when it's so bad that we start seeing like puffs of pollen around, especially in the whole country. But just know we've already had 3 straight days of cedar in the high range, and we're just getting started. Temp right now outside has dropped to 48 degrees in Austin after a high of 65. Today we broke our streak of 13 consecutive above average days for temperatures. Look at the airport. Overperforming. It is 38 degrees. That's what clear skies and light winds will do for you. 38 as well for Fredericksburg. The warm spot's closer to 50, and the winds generally are calm. Calm winds, clear skies, that is the recipe for cold temperatures. At the same time, let me draw for you. We've got northerly winds here, and we've got southerly winds there. Couple of days ago, we had that big Pacific cold front come through. That's the one that brought the tornado outbreak to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Shreveport, Louisiana, New Orleans, etc. And then behind it, the Arctic front. Well, the Arctic front kind of stalled to our north, and technically, this is it in a much weaker form, still trying to like nudge in. So overnight tonight, we're going to watch those northerly winds take over. So we'll have cooler air in place for your Friday. At the same time, Pacific disturbance doesn't look like much, but Pacific disturbance is going to be cruising on in. So we'll see cloud cover quickly increasing through the day on Friday. And as it does so, it's going to hold temperatures in the 50s, and there's going to be a slim chance of a passing shower. So I'm saying right now it's cold and we're in the 40s. Well, just for, comparison's sake, it's really going to be cold as the Arctic air funnels out of the Arctic into Canada, across the northern Rockies and the northern plains, and then funnels its way into Texas. This is not going to happen in its truest, fiercest form for another week. So we've got plenty of time to prepare. Doug says, I missed the forecast. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad I could catch up. Renee asking, did I ever catch that fish? Here's another thing. I haven't posted the fish story yet. I still need to clip it from our website and or post it to our website, but I will definitely do that. Don't worry, I will. Here's a look at your hour by hour forecast for Friday, 39 in the morning, clear skies. Clouds are quickly going to race in. So if you sleep in till like 9 a.m., it'll already be cloudy by that time. It is absolutely looking likely that that will be the case. Meantime, high temperatures probably only going to be in the 50s for that whole afternoon period on Friday. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at Twitter. Remember how I was telling you about snow? Central Texas still not showing indications of snow, but I was just noticing somebody was tweeting out a picture of snowfall. Let's see, right after Christmas. There's one computer model that is giving snow, get this, to Houston and Galveston. Not to us, though. Like, we would be dry. So we'll see. Wouldn't that be something if the coast gets snow? We shall see. But anyway, that's, again, one computer model. It's not gospel or anything like that. And it's also over a week away. So you basically can trust it as far as you can throw it. All right, so here's a look at sunrise or thereabouts. 6:30 in the morning for your Friday. Temperatures in the 30s, and then quickly those clouds are going to race in. Boom, there they are. I've still got a 20% chance of a stray shower. I probably should knock it down to a 10% chance. Most of the computer models say, nope, not happening. We will have northerly, northeasterly winds. It'll be blustery and breezy through the day. High temperature only about 55 degrees. That's it. And then as we continue through Friday night and into Saturday morning, this was the time period that at one point it looked like we would have rain showers and maybe some wintry mix up north. Nope, no longer, just cloud cover. And then the clouds quickly clear. So Saturday in the morning, it'll be cold with cloud cover quickly moving out and sunshine moving in. So high temperatures on Saturday, which will still be a breezy day, but at least a mostly sunny day by afternoon, should be in the 50s. Then with clear skies in place all night long Saturday into early Sunday, and light winds as well. Check this out. We could be teetering on the edge of our first official freeze for Austin, 33. That said, even colder air will still be waiting in the wings to move in later on in the week. So as far as high temperatures, pretty much every day for the next 6 will be somewhere in the 50s. Average high is 64. And it's crazy to think that we spent the first 2 weeks of December in the 70s and 80s more often than not. But anyway, yeah, by Thursday, depending on the speed of that Arctic front, we may very well find ourselves in the 40s with temperatures falling as the front continues to push down to the south. It's going to be that strong of a front. So multiple rounds of cold. Blue obviously is cold. Purple is colder, and white is, you got to be kidding me, cold. So let's go ahead and track this cold, shall we? Sunday, we're in the 50s. Monday, we get rain, and we're still in the 50s, and it's somewhat milder. Then as we head toward, there you go. Did you see that? Did you see how all those colors oozed in and quickly pushed down to the south? This is our setup for the coldest temperatures right here. 36 degrees your high temperature on Friday. And you'll note that the actual coldest colors are just to our east, incidentally enough. But this will be something that basically sets us up through Friday and then the following Saturday, Christmas Eve, and then the Sunday, Christmas Day, to have temperatures that will be running some 20 to 30 degrees cooler than average. In terms of what is average, our average high during that stretch is 63. Our average low is around 43. If I had to ballpark your temperatures for 1 week from Friday, that would be Friday the 23rd, I would give, sorry that there are little arrows on my numbers, I would give it a 25 degree low, and I would give it a 36 degree high. So we're talking temperatures running 20 to 25 degrees colder than average. Impressive, right? And what's interesting is it may not be till January that we see things change, right? Precipitation-wise, dry weather is expected through Christmas for Central Texas. This is from the Climate Prediction Center. So if this holds, then well, hey, at least everyone can get to grandma's house and there won't be any issues. But should there be any crazy storm system that pops up, temperatures will be cold enough that whatever falls won't necessarily be in the form of rain. So just keep that in the back of your mind. For now, it looks dry though. However, there will be a good chance on Monday, especially in the morning hours, of seeing some showers. The farther east you are, the heavier the rain. Could see over an inch. Bastrop, maybe LaGrange, maybe Lexington, Lincoln, Giddings, Rockdale. Then as you head through Cameron and on toward Thrall and Taylor and Austin and Kyle and Luling and Lockhart and Elgin and Manor, about a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. And for areas like Georgetown and Liberty Hill and Leander and Florence and all through Dripping Springs and Driftwood and out toward areas like Bee Cave, we're probably looking at up to about a half of an inch. This is over the next week, but really there's only one chance of note, which is Monday. And the farther west in the hill country you go, the less rain we are going to expect. Here's a forecast comparison just for your perusal. This particular computer model is much more bullish on rainfall, as you can see. This one, not so much. And more than likely, we'll just see what Monday has in store. Don't have any severe weather in place, though, so that's at least something that we have working for us. These severe weather episodes that were taking place earlier in the week were kind of scary, don't you think? The fact that there were so many tornadoes in very highly populated areas as well. The National Weather Service up in Fort Worth did its damage surveys. They confirmed 15 tornadoes from that outbreak. Just incredible. And we got nothing, not a thing. All right, so we'll wrap it up right now with a look at the 7-day forecast one more time. Emphasis on this right here, which is when the Arctic blast comes barreling in. Temperatures could fall quickly. We could also see dangerous wind chills because the wind could be blowing 10 to 20 with gusts 30 plus. So just be ready. Ready or not, here it comes. And with that, you all are all caught up. So have a great night. Thanks as always for watching. I know I've been a stranger, but hey, hopefully you're getting enough just from the stuff that I post when I do post it. And as always, you can check in with Avery and with Austin and at cbsaustin.com. Have a great night. Take care.